What's good, y'all? It's time for the second part of Demonic Crusade, which is the challenge stages. And yeah, as far as I've heard, those are going to be a bit difficult, but that's nothing that I can't manage, hopefully. So, very first stage, we have three conditions. Number one, breach your soul cost. Number two, clear the stage with no more than 4 different demon soldiers. And number three, clear the stage with no defender demon soldiers in a team, which leads us to attacker units, healers, tentacle boys, and doggos. So, let's go into the stage and let's get it done. I move myself over so you can see the cost. So, straight off the bat, we are opening up with doggos. We're opening up with doggos that hopefully are going to be able to take care of this powder keg. So this powder keg is the mechanic right here, which is going to explode. And when it explodes, kabuya, everything's dead. So now that everything's dead, it's time for us to put in doggos as well as healer boys. 1, 2, 3. So we got the healer boys in, which means it's time to send in more doggos. And then after the doggos, we send in the tentacle thingies. Powder keg goes boom, things die, units pass, and we win. GG. There you go, stage 1 done, on to the other 5.
Our research begins.
Welcome to stage 2, where we are supposed to use less than 4 demon soldiers. So we're going to go with 3 demon soldiers, in this case the mage tanks, the doggos, and the knife guards. So time to go into the battle. Again here, the key is going to be to trigger the explosions. And to do that, and it's even going to be multiple, to do that we'll save up some cost in the beginning. By the time we hit 10, we'll introduce our tank. And then as soon as we hit 6, it's time for double doggos. The trick here is that there's 2 block. So there's extra 2 block, which means Abomination goes from 2 to 4 block. And we're going to send 5 units, so Doggo gets through. Doggo has fun time, and Doggo can attack the barrel. Not quite. So there's some slight RNG here, but I mean, you see it. So we'll again wait for 10. Bring him in. Wait for 6. One doggo gets through. See, for example, the other doggo got hit once, and now that's going to make the difference. So yeah, right here, doggo is doing its thing. Big explosions, leading to pharaohs and knife guards. So if it doesn't work the first time around, just do it again and you're gonna be fine. So right here, our knife guards are going to be able to take care of Abomination, which leaves us with 3. You could also wait a tiny bit to let his ultimate time out and then send them in. But as you can see, there is no threat anymore. And we're getting 3 units through. So some slight RNG, but that is stage 2 done. 4 left. Let's go. Time for stage 3. The conditions are 4 demon soldiers and kill all enemies. Our units of choice are going to be the flyers, legendary mages, epic mages, and epic machete guys. So let's get straight into the battle. So first off, as soon as possible, because we don't want Araka's ultimate to charge up, we're going to send in these guys. The Maketi dudes, however they're actually called. And their mission is to not only kill Araka, but also take out the ultimate from Sagak. As you can see, Sagak is going to be using his ultimate, and coincidentally, as soon as we hit 10 cost, we can go with double mages, and ooh, would you look at that, Sagak's ultimate is actually gone. So right here the mages are going to be firing their spells, Sagak isn't going to do a bunch of damage, and then big boom, come on, unlucky. As usual, there's again some RNG involved, so we'll start it off with these guys again, this time a bit later, but it really doesn't matter all that much. Araka dies, Sagak is doing his thing, and here we go with the mages. Alright, mages in. This time we're splitting him up just a tiny bit, so Sagak doesn't necessarily hit the both of them. But as you can see, they're here, they're attacking the barrel, and in comparison to last time, they can actually destroy the barrel. So, barrel destroyed, RNG defeated, it's time to bring in Swarmy Boys. Swarmy Boys aren't going to be scared of Azoth. Swarmy Boys sit back, everything dead. Zillitu is last woman standing, which means we wait for 9 cost. Bring in these boys, bring in the mages, and then I guess we can also send mages after. So yeah, there we go, mages in. Ex boys doing their job hopefully. There we go. And that should be 3-star clear. Yep, there we go, 3 out of 9, on to the next. Time for stage 4. No more than 4 demon soldiers, no more than 4 dead soldiers. We'll be going with X-Boys, Speedy Gonzalez Maker, Chunky Boys, and standard tanks. So, let's get straight into the battle. This is going to be a bit of a longer one, especially because the preparation phase takes a bit. So, here we go. We'll be starting it off with 2 times speed and sitting back and relaxing, because we need to wait for Ardea to kill herself. So let's forward time from now. Alright, there we go. Ardea turns suicidal, which means we'll lead off with these boys and then speed them up. There we go. They made it through. They killed Ardea. Now it's time to again wait for 12 cost and build our second army, consisting of 2 X guys, 1 of the Chunky Boys, as soon as we then hit 4 cost, Speedy Maker, and another 4 cost. So, we'll be getting 2 of the Chunky Boys through, 1 of them almost dead, 1 of them alive. Everyone else or everything else is going to die. And then we have 2 Chunky Boys hitting the barricades. So yeah, that's it. Stage 4. They're now going to hit the barricades. Obviously kill everything. And then go in. And we had exactly 10 units die, and we were supposed to do no more than 10. We had 5 die on the left, 5 die on the right, 2 made it through. GG. Time for stage 5, no more than 4 demon soldiers, no longer than 1 minute 20 seconds. We'll be going with Speedy Gonzalez, Tentacle Boys, more in Torso, and Arrowmans. So let's go! So very first move is bringing in an archer for the left side. That archer is going to take care of Björnar. And then we'll be waiting until we hit 8 cost. We can wait a bit longer. Let's wait until we hit around 12. Okay, we have around 12 cost. Time for archer guy to come in. We'll let him go. Let him kill a bit of Morrigan. And then it's time to bring in double tanky boys. One serving of the speedy boys. Another one. And it's time to speed up. There we go. And 5 units passed. Stage done. GG. Enjoy. On to stage 6. Time for stage 6. We have no choice in demon soldiers. We only need to kill everyone, and the other 2 demon soldiers are legendary. So let's get straight into the stage and earn yourself that divine. So yeah, straight off the bat, this one might be a bit tricky, and you might need to try it multiple times because the timings can be a bit ficky and there is some RNG involved. So as soon as we hit 8 cost, we're going with knife girls, and then a bit after the first, we'll put them in again. The main reason we're staggering them, and that is so that Björnar isn't damaging all of them at the same time, and that allows them to survive her ultimate. So the only mission of the knife girls is to weaken the walls. And then we bring in our archer at the tile closest to the core so he can kill Morrigan. Then he's going to kill Silas, killing Björnar and Nocturne. And by the time he's killed Nocturne, we'll place doggos in front, exploders behind, and then speed them all up. And then a big boom explosion. Now you gotta look at the wall health right here. Right here. As soon as it's at around 20%, we bring in the archer. The reason for that is we don't want him in too early so that he runs into any particular ultimates. So he's going to take care of Twinfiend. And then he's going to trigger Torador's ultimate. So now for Torador's ultimate, we'll be waiting until there's 6 seconds left on his ultimate. I mean, technically we can wait a bit more, but we wait until there's 6 seconds left. So 6 seconds. And then start in with the doggos and speed them up. So our sped up doggos are now going to be able to attack the wall. Torador is not going to be able to attack them. And now now this is the part where it's going to get tight. We need to time that the bombers come in and kill Torador after his revive. So right here we'll just let them hit to push him to around half health, and then bring in our bombers. Could have probably went a bit earlier there. Bombers in, and there you go. 3-star done. This last part you might want to do the bombers a bit earlier, the bombers a bit later, but this is how you can get it done. This is your divine. I wish you best of luck with it, And if you appreciate the effort, obviously consider leaving a like, leaving a comment if you've tried it yourself. And if you really appreciate it, consider subscribing. We see each other in the next one.